Guthrie, and today I'm going to be talking about our community. There are so many great things happening in Cullman, Alabama. I decided to ask a few of my friends what they think makes Cullman, Alabama the best place to live, work, and play. Cullman is the best place to live because it is safe and everybody knows each other. And then we have great schools, and that's what makes Cullman a really great place to live. I like living in Cullman because it's a great place to live, and I can play with family members and people who I live with, and knowing that it's a safe place to live.
Dick's Sporting Goods, stores, friends, family. At Pine Park Farm Day, you get to chop wood and you get to learn about back in the olden days and what they did there.
Well, my mom, she wanted games, and my dad, he works at Wells Fargo.
It's a good place to play because you got like good teachers, you got good coaches. I mean, if you need help on anything, they're willing to help you. That's all I got on that one now.
We have the aquatic center, and a bunch of people go there to work out, to swim, and play basketball. And that's just a really good place. I go there really often.
The Strawberry Festival's good, and we have park and rec, so we have like basketball, volleyball, soccer, so that's good.
Well, there's a lot of jobs and stuff, like I can think of a lot of places, and there's not many mean people, so no, don't put them in jail if they're just mean, but I mean if they do something really bad, put them in jail, but.
Thanks guys, your answers were insightful and unique. But how did all these things get started? I decided to ask my friend, Chamber President Aliyah Guthrie. Leah, why do you think Cullman is so successful?
Well, Leah, that's a very good question, and I don't think I have one answer to that question. However, I think that communities who work together can make big things happen. For instance, look at the Duck River Project. That's taken over 20 years and 3 administrations to complete, but look what we have to show for it.
What is the Duck River Project?
You don't know what the Duck River Project is?
Nope.
Well, let me tell you something. I think it's one of the biggest, most important things that we may have ever done for our community. I mean, it's right up there with the Flying 50s.
What is the Flying 50s?
We have a lot to teach your generation. But today, let's get you educated on the Duck River Project. Come on, I've got someone I'd like for you to meet.
Okay, let's go! Hi, I'm Aliyah.
Nice to meet you.
My friend Leah tells me that you're the damn guy. What does that mean?
Yeah, I actually am the damn guy. I've had that title for 24 years now since we started this project. It wasn't a title that I asked for. It just kind of happened as you went along with all of that. This is a 650-acre lake. It will supply water to this community for 100 years.
100 years?
Yes, 100 years. I know that is a long time, but if you think about that, that'll be a future for your children, for your grandchildren, that they'll have a water supply that they don't have to worry about. It doesn't matter if they have farms or if they have a business or just for the homes. It will supply water for all of that. We actually had support from Congress, Congressman Robert Adderholt, Senator Sessions and Shelby, who helped with financing on the project.
Water and farming was so important.
It sure is in this county. We'll go back to the office and I'll tell you all about it.
Hey guys, how'd it go today?
I was just telling Aliyah about the Duck River Project.
So, why is water and farming so important?
Well, you know, farming is where your food comes from, and water you have to have for that reason. Cullman is the #1 agriculture county in Alabama and one of the top poultry producing counties in all of the United States.
Did you know, Aliyah, that we have over 15,000 jobs that are just specific to agriculture in Cullman County?
No, I didn't.
I know, that's why it's so important for jobs like agriculture and many of the other jobs in Cullman County that we put together different types of programs to let kids like you know about the different career options in Cullman.
Wow!
We have career fairs for every 8th grader in this county where they have an opportunity to come to a program where you actually have something set up by the companies to show the types of jobs that are there, the skills that would be required for you. It's pretty special.
It's pretty special because over 1,000 kids came out this year. Tell her about the CALLS program.
The Cullman Area Workforce Solutions is what CALLS stands for. And we've set up programs in the schools where we teach students about work life, about situations, family, that you would learn about all the things associated with that and things that would be required when you went into the workforce.
And we don't stop with kids either. We talk to the teachers about it because the teachers can tell every student that comes in their class all about the different careers. And Mr. Dale put together a pretty cool thing for the teachers.
We carried all of the teachers into industry where they could see actually what the jobs were, what kind of skills were required in the workplace, what you would have to do if you worked at a plant or an office building. And then they can go back and tell you firsthand that here's what I saw in the place, here's the math required, here's the work that you would need to do. It's really, really neat.
You know what? All of these things they do every day, and they teach students at Wallace State how to weld and do all kinds of neat jobs in healthcare. I think that might be a good place to visit.
Healthcare in Dunare Wallace is really pretty neat. You need to go there.
So, there are some really tall buildings here.
Well, I'm glad that you noticed, Aliyah. We are said to have the tallest buildings between Birmingham and Huntsville. So Wallace State is known for the beauty of its campus. If you can dream it, you can do it here. So, and you don't have to wait until you graduate high school either. We have a program on campus that's called Fast Track to Industry or Fast Track Academy, where students can actually begin their working on their college degree while they're still in high school and finish their high school diploma and their college degree at the same time. Or you might want to be an entrepreneur. We're building an incubator so that students like you who have great innovative ideas might want to come here and start a business. Or you might want to join our nursing program because it's an LN Center of Excellence, and so you could be a nurse and work at Cullman Regional Medical Center. Or you might want to be in one of the high-demand jobs like welding today, where we're building a new welding facility, and you could learn how to weld using a virtual welder in 3D reality environments. Let me introduce you to somebody who has been a high school student who has dually enrolled at Wallace State and is taking welding while he's still in high school. He's also doing college work. His name is Julio.
Hey, my name is Julio, and I do welding here at Wallace.
What do students learn here?
Well, they learn a lot of different skills like how to program robots, how to program PLCs, how to repair things that are operated through pneumatics and hydraulics so that they can get really good paying jobs. Oh, they go to places like Honda, Hyundai. Here in Cullman, we have Topre America, Rahal, Royal Technologies that we talked about earlier, Web Wheel. There are all kinds of places that students can go to work when they graduate with this great set of skills.
Hi, I'm Aliyah.
My name's Davis.
What are you doing today?
I'm programming an industrial robot. You want to try it?
Sure.
How would you like to go to our new healthcare simulation center?
That would be amazing.
Let's do it. Hey Aliyah, we have lots of different kinds of jobs in the Cullman area. It's called a diverse job base with business and industry and healthcare, and lots of different opportunities for a profession as you become an adult. Would you like to go over and meet Peggy Smith, who is Director of Cullman Economic Development, to learn how she recruits businesses to this area?
Sure, and thank you so much for letting me stop by and see the cute little babies.
Thank you, Aliyah, for visiting our campus today.
Absolutely. Thank you for letting me stop by. Miss Vicky tells me that there are some important things I need to know.
Well, Miss Vicky is right. There are lots of things going on in Cullman, and industry is one big part of all of that. So when we think about industry here, we have so many companies. We have companies from so many other countries like Germany, Japan, Australia, and Canada, and all of those companies now call Cullman home. Other things that you might not know is that Cullman is the #2 micropolitan in the United States. And that's a very important thing because it sets us apart and says that our growth has been very good here. Another thing you might not know is that we're the #1 county in the state of Alabama for new and expanding industries. So that means lots and lots of people have jobs in Cullman. That's pretty exciting, huh?
Absolutely. I didn't know Cullman had so many things going on. Wait, what about the stores and restaurants? Did you do that?
I did not do that, but I can tell you the person who knows a lot about what's happening. You need to go visit Garland Gudger. Garland is the president of our city council, and he can tell you all about some great new stores that are locating and some great and exciting things to come.
Me and Miss Peggy were talking about a retail. What is a retail?
What is a retail? That's a good question. And Miss Aliyah, I would say that retail is a place where people go and do commerce. And commerce is where you pay money for a service or material or goods that someone else has. So you're able to experience all of these new shopping venues because you know what? When I was your age, when I was 10, there wasn't hardly any places to go eat that much or to go shop, and so we had a few places but not very many. So our job here in the Cullman is to make the town the best that it can be and have as many retail places so that your generation can go and experience the Panera Breads and the Publix and the Dick's Sporting Goods and the TJ Maxx and all the different restaurants that you want to go to. In Cullman, there's something happening downtown every weekend, and so whether at Moe's Barbecue or Brothers Bar and Grill or Rumors or the Busy Bee or the All Steak Restaurant or Carlton's, there's so many places now that you can go out and eat, walk around downtown, and we just have fun doing that and seeing everybody and socializing and riding our bikes around downtown. Well, you need to come hang out with us, all right?
Definitely.
All right, Aliyah.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, he told me all the fun things he does with his kids in Cullman.
I know, it's so awesome, and there are so many great events. I tell you what, on our way to go see Mr. Clements at the hospital, I'll tell you all about the different events we've got going on in Cullman.
Sure.
What's your favorite event that Cullman has?
Strawberry Festival, probably.
Strawberry Festival, what do you like about that?
Duh, it's got strawberries.
Do you know what Oktoberfest is?
I think it's where people drink a lot of beer, basically.
Well, people do drink beer. In fact, we're celebrating our German heritage because Colonel Cullman, who founded Cullman, was from Germany. What else do you like?
I don't know, but I do love music.
I love music. And one of my favorite things is to go to some of our events with music. And you know what our biggest event is with music?
Probably Rock the South.
Probably, you're right. You know how many people came this year to hear all the music at Rock the South?
More than 1,000.
Yes, it was more than 1,000. How about 40,000?
We
have a lot of great things going on here at Cullman Regional. Our volume growth has resulted in the need to build a 30-bed expansion. Part of that volume growth is approximately 45,000 emergency room visits per year coming from our 6-county service area. In addition, the U.S. News and World Report has ranked us as one of their top hospitals for heart failure. We've also recently introduced a new logo for the first 77 years of our existence, and a big reason for that is all our technological advances we've had here. Thank you.
Today I learned that a community is a place where people live, work, and play. There are so many great things going on in Cullman, Alabama because people work together to make it a better place. I hope you've enjoyed today as much as I have. Thanks to you, Congressman Adderholt, and Senators Sessions and Shelby, for all you have done to make Cullman the best place in Alabama to raise kids, get a job, and enjoy an awesome quality of life. Keep up the good work in Washington.
Thank you, Senator Shelby and Sessions. Good job.
Thank you, Representative Adderholt and Senator Shelby and Sessions. Y'all are awesome. Y'all do a lot for us. Thank you. Give me air 5.
Thank you, Congressman Adderholt.
Thank you, Congressman Adderholt and Shelby and Sessions. You are doing a good job down there.
That's good.
Thank you, Congressman Adderholt. Y'all are all doing a great job.